Just give me a minute, guys. Just adding some of our learners. Okay. I hope you all can hear me. Yes, Maya, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, great. We'll just wait for another minute or two. Our learners are still joining. Send the invite. I'm doing very well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. And I hope you all are doing well too. I hope you all are doing well, keeping safe. It's been raining heavily in my part of the world. I hope it's okay. Different parts. How's it going in Jaipur? Other parts of the Jaipur,
Yes,
Jabalpur.
sir.
How's it
It
going?
has been raining in Jaipur for 3 days. It
3
was
days.
drizzling, not heavy, but it was drizzling in the morning. But
Okay.
it's now settled. It's not
Okay.
raining now.
Okay. Yeah. What about other parts?
Sir, in Jabalpur, it is not raining,
Okay. Yeah.
but there is a chance to be rain.
There's a chance of rain. Okay. Yeah. It's raining heavily in Mumbai. So yeah. I hope our other learners who I've just added are able to hear me. Okay. Okay, let's start the session. Okay, let's start the session. Topic for today is what do you do?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. अपने काम के
Good
बारे में.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. I can
sir.
hear you. I can hear you, Abhay. Thank you. Yes, I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You can hear me? Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Let's just wait for a minute. Just adding. Okay. Let's start with the session, and I'll ask individually to read the slides. Okay. I request other learners to please be on mute. There's some sound in the background. Okay, let's start with Gurudas. Can you hear me?
Sir.
You can hear me, Gurudas?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, great. Let's start with you. Please answer the first slide. This is an exercise-based topic. There's no explanation. It's a bit of a mix.
I am an engineer.
No. What is it? I am?
An engineer.
Excellent. Very good. I am an engineer. That is correct. I request other learners to please select the correct options, our non-pro learners. I am an engineer. That is correct. Please continue, Gurudas. आप mute पे हो, Gurudas. I am not able to hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
I work at a software company in Bangalore.
Just a minute. I work at a software company in Bangalore. That is correct. That is correct. So the second option, I work at. If it was in the continuous tense, it would be I am working. Okay, but here clearly it's talking about in the simple present tense. So I work at a software company in Bangalore. Absolutely.
In Bangalore. Yes, sir.
If it was a past, it would have been I worked or I had worked at a software company in Bangalore. Here it's the simple present tense. Okay, well done. Correct answer. Well done. Thank you. Let's continue with Maya. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Please answer the next two slides. Thank you.
He works at a software company.
He
He works at a software company.
Again, what tense is this?
Present, present simple.
Yeah, that's correct. He works at a software company, simple present tense. That is correct. He is working would be continuous. Okay. I can see some new names on the chat. Our pro learners, I have sent the invite again. Please feel free to join me in the live class. Okay. This is an exercise based topic, basically. Not much to explain. Bit of a mixed bag. Tenses, articles, etc. The topics that we probably covered in the previous week, right? Sorry, he works at it should be, I've mistakenly selected a, so that's incorrect, but it should be he works at a software company. That is correct. Okay. So yeah, he works at a software company. Yeah, please continue, Maya.
I take the bus to work.
I take the bus to work. So the speaker is basically telling the mode of transport. Okay, so how do you travel? Question is, how do you travel to work? I take the bus to work. Okay, you can answer the next one.
I take the train to work.
It's a similar sentence. I take the train to work. Okay, correct. Thank you. Well done. Thank you. Jaspreet, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Please continue with the next two slides. Thank you.
I take the train to work.
To work, yes. I take the train to work. Yeah, basically the same sentence. You don't have to specify to the work. No, I take the train to work. So the article is not needed there. Please continue.
I work at a school. I am a teacher.
Very good. This sentence is apt for you.
Yes, sir.
It's correct.
It's correct.
Yeah, correct. I work at a school. I am a teacher. Correct. Well done. Thank you. Thank you, Jaspreet. Let's continue with Abhay. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, you can. Okay, please continue. Please answer the next one.
I work.
पूरा sentence पढ़िए. I am a waiter से.
I am a waiter. I work at a restaurant.
I work at a restaurant. Okay, I work at a restaurant. So I'm a waiter. I work at a restaurant. Okay, right.
I am a waiter. I work at a restaurant.
Thank you. Next slide पे हूँ मैं. 9th slide पे.
Restaurant.
That's okay. अगले slide पे आइए. I'm on the other slide. Next.
Sir, can I read?
Just give me a minute. He's answering.
Sir.
Yes, Abhay, go ahead. Read the sentence. That's okay. Abhay, you're on mute. Yeah, read the sentence. Sentence पढ़िए, Abhay.
I take the metro to work.
I take the metro to work. So basically, speaker is mentioning that I take the metro to work means metro train here in this case. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Metro train. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Abhay. Let's continue with Shailendra. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Shailendra. Please continue.
I am a clerk at the State Bank of India. Number 2.
A clerk at the State Bank of India. Correct. Absolutely. I am a clerk at the State Bank of India. I am a clerk. Yeah, that's correct. I am a clerk at the State Bank of India. Yeah, absolutely. Or I work as a clerk at the State Bank of India. Both are grammatically correct. Here is specifying, but there's no need of the. It's not necessary to specify. So indefinite. I am a clerk, one of the clerks at the State Bank of India. Correct answer. Please continue, Shailendra.
I go to work at 9 a.m.
Go to work at 9 a.m. That's correct. Kitne baje? Now they were talking about the place, the mode of transport. Now is talking about the time. Okay. Please answer the next one. Similar sentence.
I go to work at 7 a.m.
I go to work at say 7 a.m. That's correct. It's not I am going, I going. No, that's incorrect. I go to work at 7 a.m. Simple present tense, talking about an activity that is a regular thing. So pattern, basically, a fact. Okay. That's what it is. Thank you. Thank you, Shailendra. Let's continue with Suvoshri. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Please continue and answer the next two. Yeah, please continue.
My husband go to work at 8 a.m.
Go or goes?
My husband goes to work at 8 a.m.
That is correct. That is correct. Goes. Okay, it's not go. So the previous one was about the person, first person. So I go to work at 7 a.m. That is fine. This is a second person. My husband goes to work at 8 a.m. Okay. Goes to work. Correct. Please continue.
Neha goes to work at 9 a.m.
Neha goes to work at 9 a.m. Correct. That's correct. Yeah, last one. Neha goes to work at 9 a.m. Well done. Thank you. Let's continue with Santosh. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please continue.
Neha,
No, next,
my
next.
my mother is housewife.
Housewife या a housewife?
Housewife.
हमने articles किए थे कल.
A housewife.
Yeah. My mother is a housewife. That's correct. My mother is a housewife, not housewife. The article is important here. No problem.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, that's okay. अगला sentence पढ़िए.
Can I read?
Yes, yes. Go ahead. सिर्फ English. Yeah.
I get a good salary.
I get a good salary. पगार की बात कर रहे हैं. Basically वेतन, तनख्वाह. I get a good salary. That's correct. Please read the slide.
Can I read?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, I am Salini. I work at a software company in Bangalore. Go to work at 8 no, sorry. Hi, I am Salini. I work at a software company in Bangalore. I go to work at 8 a.m. I get a good salary. I like my job.
Very good. Well done. Thank you. So just talking about a person and describing the work or the profession basically. अगला आंसर दीजिए संतोष.
Salini goes to work at p.m.
At 2 p.m. सही है या गलत है? True or false?
गलत.
गलत
Sorry,
है. गलत है. Previous.
Sorry.
That's okay. Previous sentence के हिसाब से no, it's okay. अब sorry बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. कोई बात नहीं. So previous slide was I go to work at 8 a.m. The question was basically उसके हिसाब से एक क्वेश्चन था true या false.
Yes.
Shalini goes to work at 2 p.m. So the answer is false. Absolutely.
गलत.
False. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let's continue with Renuka. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please continue.
False,
First,
sir. Shalini works at
Read the sentence. Go ahead.
Shalini work at a software company in Pune.
True or false?
False.
False. Why?
sir.
Because the
Sir.
correct answer was Bangalore, as per the sentence
Yes,
given there.
Bangalore.
So it's a false. Well done. Bangalore. Yes, that's what was given. Please continue.
Yes, sir. Shalini does not get a good salary.
True or false?
True.
She mentioned
False, sir.
false. Yeah, she mentioned that she gets a good salary. So Shalini does not get a good salary is clearly false. Okay. Next one. What is the translation for Vetan? We just learned
Salary, sir.
salary. Yeah, absolutely right. Thank you. That's correct. Thank you. Thank you, Renuka. Let's continue with Sulochana. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Salary.
Salary. That's correct. No, I'll move to the next slide. आप अगले slide से answer दीजिए. Yeah, go ahead.
I like my job.
I like my job is correct. What tense is this? कौन सा tense है ये?
Present simple.
Simple present tense. Very good. I like my job. Present simple tense. That is correct. Thank you. Simple present tense, basically. I like my job. He likes his job. She likes his job. They like their jobs. Okay, or their job, for example. So first person, second, third. Okay, I like. Correct answer. Please continue, Sulochana.
My father get a good salary.
Get or gets?
Gets
Gets. Yeah, that gets is correct. My father gets
a good salary.
a
good salary.
That is correct. Grammatically correct. Gets a good salary. It's not get. I get a good salary. First person here. Second, my father gets a good salary. Okay, it's correct. Okay. Thank you. So, Lochana, let's continue with Dipali. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please continue. Answer the next two slides. Thank you.
Do you work at Infosys?
Do you work at Infosys? Infosys, yes, that's correct. I'll allow others to complete. Just a minute.
Yes.
Do you work at Infosys? That is grammatically correct. Okay. Do you work at? Correct. Please continue, Dipali.
Does Vikas a manager at the State Bank of India?
Does Vikas is correct?
Sorry, sir. Is Vikas a manager
Yeah.
at the State Bank of India?
He is Vikas, so is appropriate here. Okay, so is Vikas a manager at the State Bank of India? Just give me a minute, guys. Just give me a minute. So yes, is absolutely right. Is Vikas, okay? It's not does. Does he work as a manager at? Does he work as a manager at the State Bank of India? Yes, grammatically correct. But here clearly talking about the person here. क्या विकास State Bank of India में manager है? Is Vikas a manager at the State Bank of India? Well done. Thank you. Let's continue with Suresh. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Please answer the next one.
Yes, sir. Does Shalini get a good salary?
Does Shalini get a good salary? Yes. It's not is, has, gets, no. Does Shalini get a good salary? Please continue, Suresh.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Do you like your job?
Do you like your job? क्या आपको अपना काम पसंद है? क्या आपको अपना job पसंद है? Basically, do you like your job? Do you like your job? Answer yes or no. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Suresh. Let's continue with Shubha. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let's continue with you, Shubha. Please answer the next slide.
I don't work at Infosys.
I don't work at Infosys. Correct. That's correct. मैं Infosys में काम नहीं करती. I don't work at Infosys. Absolutely right. Please go ahead. Next. Shubha, you're on mute. Please answer next one.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
शालिनी टीचर नहीं है. Yes, go ahead, Shubha. I think you're on mute. I'm not able to hear you if you're trying to answer. Can you hear me now, Shubha?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Shalini does not a teacher.
Shalini teacher नहीं है. So Shalini is not. Okay?
Sir, is okay. Sir.
Is not. आप किसी के job profession
Actually,
के बारे में बात.
Actually, my kid is disturbing me.
No problem, no problem. That's okay, that's okay. I understand. That's okay.
Okay,
That's
sir.
okay.
Thank you.
No problem. That's okay. Imtiaz, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Imtiaz. Just a minute. I'm just adding a couple of our learners. I'll move to the next slide. You can answer the next one. Okay. Okay. Yes, Imtiaz. Please continue with the next. आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं है इम्तियाज. Maybe just want to check the volume.
Ankit does not work at State Bank of India.
Okay, yes, I got your sentence. Ankit does not, doesn't work at State Bank of India. Correct. Absolutely. Ankit doesn't work at State Bank of India. Please continue. Imtiaz, read the next slide.
Hi, I am Ankit. I am a manager at the State Bank. of India and Delhi. I go to work at 9 a.m. My office is very big. I like my job.
Sorry, but can you read it again? आपने कई जगहों पे articles use किए जहां articles हैं नहीं basically. Can you read it again a little slowly? Little slower.
I am Ankit. I am a manager at State Bank of India in Delhi. I go to work at 9 a.m. My office is very big. I like my job.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. I think you mentioned at the State Bank. Here, there is no need for the article. So yes, they're basically talking about the person. Please continue, Imtiaz. The next one.
What do you do?
What do you do? You're asking someone, what do you do? This is a correct way of asking someone.
क्या करते हैं?
Yeah, आप क्या करते हैं? Basically, what is your job? What is your profession? Basically, that's what it means. Okay. Well done. Thank you. Thank you, Imtiaz. Let's continue with Sonam. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sonam, let's continue with you. Please read the next slide and explain in your own words. Just read the English sentences. That's okay.
What do you do? What is your name?
Self-explanatory. What is the person asking? What is the speaker asking?
What do you do? Speaker asking for profession.
Profession. Speaker is asking about the person's profession, and what is your name? We all know is asking about the name, right? So let's continue. Please answer the next one, Sonam.
What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do? What are you do? It's what do you do? Okay. If it's the past, you'd ask what did you do? If it was about the past, here it's talking about the current. So what do you do? Okay. Please continue, Sonam.
What do you do?
So Sonam, my question is, if this was about a third person, what is an appropriate question? I'm asking you, what do you do? It's fine. What if I was asking you about someone else?
What
is the correct? No. What?
What does he do?
Yeah, what does he do? Yeah, you got it? Yeah. What does he do or what does she do? Okay, that is a appropriate way of
Okay,
asking
sir.
about the third person. Okay. Thank you. What do Thank you, Sonam. Let's continue with Sujata. Can you hear me? Sujata, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Let's continue. Please answer the next slide. Just read the sentence. Yes, Sujata, please go ahead. You're not on mute. अगला sentence पढ़िए सिर्फ. Any technical issues? Yeah, I'm not able to hear you. Probably I'll have to request you एक बार फिर से reconnect कीजिए. Okay. Disconnect करके एक बार फिर से reconnect कीजिए. आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही clearly. Okay. Okay. Abdullah, can you hear me? Abdullah, can you hear me? You're on mute. Yes, can you hear me now, Abdullah?
No.
You might just want to check your connection. Okay. Jasleen, can you hear me? You just joined. Jasleen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, great. Jasleen, just read the sentences, please.
Okay, sir. What does he do?
What does she do? Very good. पूछ रहे हैं, क्या काम करते हो? Like, so this is exactly what we discussed. This is about the third person. So what do you do? No. What does she do? Asking about someone else, basically. Please continue.
What do you do? What does he do?
Very good. So I, you, we, they, what do, and he, she, it, what does. Please continue. Jaslin, just read the sentence like what, just read the questions on the right.
What do I do? What do you do? What do we do? What do they do? What does he do? What does he do? And what does it do?
Yeah, very good. So this is just in terms of grammar and the rules. This is the construction that is given here. For I, what do I do? What did I do is generally what we say because it's in the past, right? What did I do? But here it's talking about the present, but this is not very common. So what do you do? Asking someone else. What do we do? What do they do? What does he do? What does she do? And what does it do? So here, like the previous slide, it talks about he, she, and it. What does I, you, we, they, what do? Okay. Jaslin, please answer the next one.
What does Sheila do?
What does Sheila do? That is absolutely right. Correct sentence. Okay. Well done. Thank you, Jaslin. Yeah, I can see your name here, 708. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I can see the number.
Anamika this side.
Yeah, Anamika. Sorry. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Maybe you might just want to try and change it's the username. You can just change it to your name, so we can see the name.
I tried, but it is
Didn't
not
work?
happening actually.
Okay. Anyone knows how to do this? I think some of our learners.
No, actually, I have tried. My name is Anamika only. Like it is showing at the profile when I visit to the profile.
Okay.
Then it shows my name Anamika only, and the number which is showing here is not editable. Like we can't edit
Okay.
it.
I understand. No problem. That's okay. Maybe you might just want to try once to uninstall and install the app again and see if it works. Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
That's okay. Let's continue. Please answer the next one.
What does Ankit do? What do Ankit do, or what does Ankit do?
So what is correct? What?
What does Ankit do?
Yeah, what does? Okay, do. That's correct. Just give me a minute. What does Ankit do? Absolutely right. Please continue.
What does your mother do?
What does your mother do? Absolutely right. Well done. Thank you. Anyone who's just joined? Yes, I'll try. Abdullah, can you hear me now? You try to reconnect. आवाज आ रही है आपको?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can. Okay, great. Please continue. Answer the next one.
Sir, Hindi, I can't understand.
कोई बात नहीं, सिर्फ इंग्लिश वर्ड्स देखिए और बताइए ग्रामेटिकली क्या सही सेंटेंस है. हिंदी सेंटेंस छोड़ दीजिए, कोई बात नहीं.
My mother is a housewife.
Excellent, very good. Yes, so for anyone who has difficulty reading Hindi, that's okay. Just focus on the English words rather. So my mother is or is not a. Oh yeah, nahi hai. So यहाँ पे it'll be it's not a housewife. Okay, so made a mistake here. So is not. Yeah, sorry. Is not a housewife. Correct. My mother is not a housewife. Correct. Please continue, Abdullah.
I go to work at 10.
I go to work.
at
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, very good. I go to
I go to work at 10.
10. Understood. 10 a.m. So talking about 10 a.m. largely, yes, not specified. This is also a correct way of saying I go to work at. Please continue, Abdullah. This should be the last slide. Yes, go ahead, Abdullah. You can answer.
I work at a hotel.
I work at a hotel. Okay, that's correct. I work. If it was in the continuous, I am working. Here it's I work. I work at a hotel. Well done. Well done, guys. Thank you. So this was a bit of a mixed bag. We had questions, different questions, largely about articles, using the correct verb, using the correct auxiliary, etc. And we spoke about different professions. That was it. It was a basic topic, but just about sentence construction. Okay. So we still have time, of course. And yesterday we had, we started with the introductions. So some of our learners had introduced themselves, like Jasleen, Maya, Chandan, Kumkum, and Jaspreet. So basically, we have our other learners who are yet to do that. So I'm going to continue with that. Basically, we've discussed topics like tenses, sentence construction, articles. So this is a practice, a speaking practice, as well as we get to know each other. And you need to ensure that you form grammatically correct sentences. I'm here to help you all. So if there is anything that I notice, if there's some mistake, I want to give a feedback, I will definitely give a feedback. Okay, so let's continue with Shailendra. Can you hear me? Shailendra, can you hear me? I think you got disconnected. Okay, no problem. Ajit, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So Ajit, tell us a little bit about you. So basically in 1 or 2 minutes, just tell us a little bit about you. What do you do? Where do you live? Your profession, areas of interest, hobbies, etc. And anything that you want to share with us, okay? Educational background, etc., whatever, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So, I'm Ajit Kumar.
Yeah.
I work at, I work as a technician in Bahrain.
Okay.
And I'm from India. And,
which part of India are you from?
I'm part Uttar Pradesh.
Okay, UP. Which city in UP?
So I'm Varanasi.
Okay, you're from Varanasi. So you'd say I belong to, or I'm from Varanasi, which is in Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Yeah, please continue.
Okay, sir. So now I'm currently in Bahrain, and
Tell us a little bit about your company. What work do you do, and what are your hobbies, etc. So you can frame more sentences.
So I'm currently in Bahrain. I work as a technician. There is one company, Jamil Air Conditioning. Name is Jamil Air Conditioning.
Okay.
So, and my hobby also, I cannot say any my hobbies, but I like to read English, and means my my passion is learn to English.
Passion is to learn English. That's good. That's good. Yeah. And how many years have you been living in Bahrain? How many years has it been?
I've been living here around 4 years finished.
Okay. So you've been living in Bahrain for 4 years. Okay. Wonderful. That's good. That's good. Which part of Bahrain are you from? I've been to Manama. I mean, just brief.
Yeah. I live in Manama, but not Manama, sir. There is one name is Umal Hassan.
Okay.
Umal Hassan. Yeah. So I live there. The company accommodation.
That's great. I remember the airport. The airport is huge and is incredible. The Manama airport. It's probably
Yeah,
one of
Manama,
the.
but only they are showing because that one is not Manama. That one is Muharrak.
Okay.
Name is Muharrak.
Okay. It's been many years I've been there. So yeah, great. So well done. Thank you. Couple of things. So when you form sentences, like for example, I asked how long have you been living? You could say I've been living, because it's a continuous tense, right? So I've been living in Bahrain for 5 years, 4 years, whatever. Okay. I've been living in Bahrain since, if you talk about a specific year, since 2017, 2018, etc. When you spoke about your hobbies, you could say I like reading books. Okay, I like reading books in English. Okay, I like reading English books basically. I don't have any particular hobbies, but I like reading, and I prefer reading English books, English material, for example, English newspaper, anything. Okay. When you spoke about your city of residence, so yes, I'm from India, grammatically fine. To be a little more specific when you are introducing yourself, so I've been living in Bahrain for 4 years, and I am from India. I'm from Varanasi, which is a city in the state of Uttar Pradesh in India. Okay, this is a better way of saying it. Okay, so I am from Varanasi, which is a popular city in the state of Uttar Pradesh in India. Okay, that's a better way of saying it. Okay, but well done, thank you. Yes, so speak a little more, do some reading exercises. It's perfectly fine. We're all here to learn. So the idea of the introduction session is to understand how you all frame sentences. It's very important to be confident when you're describing or when you're talking about yourself. At least that needs to be confident. So well done. You made some good sentences. Just work on the feedback, and that's about it. Okay. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
You're welcome. Let's continue with Sonam. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sonam, tell us a little bit about you. What do you do? Where do you live? What are your hobbies, etc.? आपकी आवाज clear नहीं है, Sonam. It's are you on a headphone?
No, sir.
Okay, now it's clear. So बीच में probably. So हो सके तो volume थोड़ा increase कर लीजिए app पे.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Please go ahead.
I am Sonam. I am from Bhopal. I have done my graduation in chemistry honors, and right now I am pursuing masters from chemistry, and I am a student. I love dancing and playing football.
Wonderful. That's great. Anything else? Tell us a little bit about your city, Bhopal, popular city.
Bhopal is also called a city of lake. There's Lakeview in Bhopal and Bhojpur temple, which is very famous.
Okay. Wonderful. So you said you like playing football. Do you play at a club, or you played for your school, college?
I played college. I'm state level player.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. That's wonderful. I used to play a bit, but I love watching football. So I, obviously must have seen the Euros that happened recently. Did you watch the matches?
No, sir.
No, didn't get time to watch. Okay.
Okay.
My favorite team won, so I was very happy. Italy is my favorite team. So yeah. So you've been playing football for how many years now?
So from 9th class.
Okay.
7 to 8 years.
Okay, that's great. And what position do you play in?
I play firstly from school. I've started from school, and then district, then state.
That's great.
Inter college, then district level, then district, then state.
Well, that's wonderful. And what position do you play? Left back, center back,
Center back.
forward, striker, midfielder. What position do you play?
Center back.
Center back. Okay, great. So lots of running. Yeah, center backs have to run a lot. Yeah, good.
Yes,
well done.
Athlete as well. Many times I take part in running.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you, Sonam. Well done. So yes, good, confident introduction. Well done. Yes, just you mentioned something like I am doing or pursuing. I'm pursuing my studies off, or something like off chemistry. You mentioned. So in chemistry, I'm pursuing my master's in chemistry. instead of chemistry. Okay, so
We cannot say I am pursuing my master's from chemistry.
no, from chemistry is incorrect. In chemistry, because from chemistry sounds like if you are talking about your institute, like what is the name of your college or the institute that you're doing it from?
Saga Public College.
So when you talk about your college or the institute, that's when you can say, I am pursuing my master's from. I'm pursuing my master's from Xavier's, I'm pursuing my master's from whatever college. But if you're talking about a subject, then you are pursuing master's in that particular subject. Okay. So I'm pursuing master's in chemistry. You got it? The difference?
Sir.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Sonam. Yes, that's it. Apart from a couple of prepositions here and there, otherwise, good introduction. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Let's continue. Who do we have? We have Suvoshri. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please go ahead. Tell us a little bit about you. Where do you live? What do you do? Hobbies, etc. City. Anything that you want to share? Please go ahead.
Okay. Hello. Good evening. My name is Shubhushri Mondal and I am from Kolkata. I have done my master degree in geography and along with that I have a BA degree. So I worked at a CBSE school, but recently I just changed my city. So right now I'm in Mumbai and I'm looking for a school job. And I like to do painting and listening music, singing. Thank you, sir.
That's great. Wonderful. So we have another teacher as well. So we have a lot of teachers in our group, basically. That's good. So you mentioned that you have done B.Ed and so how many years teaching experience? How many years have you taught? Yeah.
1 year experience.
Wonderful. And what class did you teach and what subjects?
Mainly, I took class 9, 10 and geography and 7, 8 SST.
7, 8 SSC. Okay. So
social
sciences.
Social science and 9, 10 geography.
Okay, great, wonderful. Yeah, so challenging group, 7 to 10th is a challenging group of students to teach. How was your teaching experience for that 1 year? What did you learn? Can you share that a bit?
It was nice and right now I earn so many confidence to teach students yes, and it was nice.
What is the most challenging thing? Is it keeping the attention? Because that age group 7 to 10 is a challenging group in terms of, yes, a lot of people think that it's before, 1st to 6th is more challenging, but I always thought that the 7 to 10 age group is a little more challenging because into teenage, and the mobile phones and stuff like that. Did you teach online or
some of students, especially boys, are very noisy, and if I give them lecture on my subject, then they didn't give their attention to me. So then I have to draw something on blackboard, and then might be they should pay attention on me. And only if I give them lecture only, then they feel bored. So some creativity you can do in your class.
Wonderful. That's true. Yes. Very true. And so last question, did you teach online or did you also teach online after the first year or? Because
no, sir, I only teach them offline.
Okay,
in
offline.
a classroom.
Okay. That's good. That's a very good experience. So yes, very good. Well done. Thank you. And all the best. You're looking for a job in Mumbai. So all the best. Now the academic year is about to begin. It's already started, I think. So it has in fact, but yeah. That's great. So just a couple of things. When you form sentences, yes, you speak confidently. That's evident. However, for example, when you spoke about what subjects did you teach, you could have used the past tense. I taught geography in class 9 and 10, and I taught social sciences in class 7 to class 7 and 8. You spoke about the students didn't pay enough attention. So you could say I had to be a little more creative. Why? Because mostly the boys and many students, they didn't pay enough attention. So you have to get creative, okay? But your sentence construction, most of the things, absolutely fine. So that's not a concern.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Let's continue with Dipali. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Dipali, tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, sir. My name is Deepali. I'm a housemaker. I'm postgraduate in chemistry. I have 2 kids, and my hobbies are cooking, listening to music, yoga, and I'm continue with yoga and meditation also. And I love to read books. And as you said, sir, try to translate um, eh, try to translate a para from Hindi to English. So right now I am reading a book by Amish Tripathi, Shiva Trilogy. So I got its Hindi version on YouTube also. So I always try to translate the paras from the Hindi to English, but I rarely got succeed, sir. And usually can't translate same to same, but I
That's okay.
tried so many times, and I will try.
That's great.
And I live in the most beautiful city, that is Udaipur, the city of lakes. And I used to record, apart from the other hobbies, I have recently I have developed a hobby of learning English, and that's why I'm on this platform. And I don't need to learn English, as I have completed my studies, as well as I don't need to educate my children also. But I just want to utilize my spare time in some nice activity. So I'm learning English.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
That's it, sir.
Well done. Thank you. Thank you. So well done. A couple of sentences you said so the better word is I'm a homemaker. Homemaker is the word. Okay. I'm a homemaker. Then you mentioned about interest. So you can say I've developed an interest in English. Lately, I've developed an interest in English. Also, good sentences. Well done. And you mentioned something about translation. So that's good. I'm happy to know that you are doing that and putting your efforts. You said you could have made a sentence like, I didn't succeed. Okay, so I haven't succeeded. I didn't succeed. I haven't succeeded in translating. However, I don't like to do literal translation. So, the key to translation is it does not have to be word to word. आप हिंदी में अगर कोई पैराग्राफ या कोई किताब पढ़ते हो या कुछ भी आर्टिकल पढ़ते हो, कोई भी आर्टिकल, तो उसे वर्ड टू वर्ड नहीं ट्रांसलेट करना ही प्रैक्टिस है बेसिकली. अगर वर्ड टू वर्ड ट्रांसलेट किया तो फिर दैट लूजेस द पर्पस. यू गॉट इट? सो अगर आप कुछ हिंदी में पढ़ते हो तो उसे अपने लैंग्वेज में, इन योर ओन वर्ड्स, ट्राई एंड ट्रांसलेट इट इन इंग्लिश. इट्स नॉट अबाउट वर्ड टू वर्ड ट्रांसलेशन. That is something that people who work in publishing, they have to do, but you don't have to do that. You can be a little more creative, like Subhoshi mentioned about getting creative with students. We as learners can also get a little creative. So even like, for example, another suggestion I can give is these days web series or online OTT platforms are very popular. People have a lot of time to watch movies and web series, etc., because you can easily access those. Mobile hai, data, internet is not an issue. So if you watch something, this is for everyone. Agar aap koi Hindi mein ya apni language mein kuch material dekhte hain, now we get a lot of we have a lot of platforms in different languages, Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, then Bengali as well. They have specific OTT platforms, right? So if you find something in your language that is engaging, usko after you see it, try and write the synopsis या summary. Synopsis basically review, जैसे critics लिखते हैं review, उस तरह उस मूवी का या वेब सीरीज का रिव्यू लिखिए इंग्लिश में. अगर आपने इंग्लिश में भी देखा है उसे तो भी कोई इशू नहीं है. You can still write it, like write what do you feel about the characters, what is the story about. Okay, that's always the base. What is the story about? Who is the story about? Who is the protagonist? Who is the antagonist? Who is the hero? Who is the villain? If there are no hero villains, that's fine. If you've seen a documentary, what is a documentary about? What was the starting point? What was the incident? This is how you develop. What was the starting point? What was the midpoint? Like, how did the story go from one point to the other? And what was the ending? was a conclusion given, कोई conclusion दिया था या नहीं दिया था. उसी तरह अगर आप स्टोरी पढ़ रहे हैं, कौन सी किताब पढ़ रहे हैं आप अभी ट्रिलॉजी में? which book are you reading at the moment?
Last part. I have started
Okay.
the Oath of the Vayuputras.
Yeah,
Sir,
you have
it is
started the
very
last one.
easy to read and understand, but when
Yeah.
it comes to speak, sir, it's really gets difficult.
I understand, but you see yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Hardly few sentence I can speak. I developed little more now because I am continuously practicing this, but still it requires a hard work.
That's true. That's true. But the good thing is that Amesh's books are a little easy to understand because they are not just mythology, but he picks on current situations as well. Like, for example, in the Ramchandra series, he has used the Delhi, the Delhi incident in the second book, Sita. So he has the Ramchandra series, which has Ram, Sita, and Ravan. These are the three. And now there are two more books that he will write. So all the three books come to one stage, and then it'll continue. So like similarly, he uses the current situations as well. And the language is a little easy to understand. So that's why he's one of the most popular, in fact, the largest selling writer in India at the moment in fiction. So mythological fiction, of course. So yeah, that's good. So keep practicing, keep translating. As I mentioned, this is for everyone. The key is कि word to word translate नहीं करना है. आपको हिंदी में पढ़िए या हिंदी में कुछ देखिए, उसको इंग्लिश में लिखिए, बट अपने थॉट्स से लिखिए कि क्या था. आप इंटरप्रेट कीजिए, उसको इंटरप्रेट कीजिए. इंसिडेंट को, you get the difference when you are translating the actual text, but when you are interpreting, you are giving your views on what happened. Okay. So try and do that. That'll be more fun and more challenging as well. Okay, more fulfilling, basically. Okay, well done, Dipali. Thank you. We still have time for one more introduction. Renuka, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Renuka, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Renuka. I'm come from native place Suryapeta, but I currently I live in Hyderabad. I have a small family. Apart from my parents, me, and I have no brothers and sisters. I'm only one daughter. I postgraduated in JNT University, and my hobbies are watching TV and reading books, listening music. I like melody songs. That's it, sir.
That's it. Okay, well done. Thank you.